Hello and welcome to A Stable Life. My name's Joel, and let's get started. With our round bales, all of our horses are sitting out by the feeders. We'll see how much of this changes once they start hearing all of the grain buckets getting dumped in for their stalls. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's pretty full. So we've been going through a lot of cold weather, especially during the month of January and our early weeks of February. But we've got a warm spout right now. This week, pretty much every single day is above freezing, and it's allowing all of the snow that we've accumulated to melt off, which is definitely creating some icy areas. Let's see how much we have left. Oh yeah, we're just about out. It's that time of the month again. We're gonna be needing to get some feed today, so that's definitely gonna be on the list. And we also have to check things with ice. We'll see if we have to put any manure down, check any areas that is a potential hazard for our horses. So that's what's on the list and agenda for today. For now, let's get started measuring out. Looks like we have plenty of Calm Ultra. We have 3 tubs that are empty of our Calm Ultra. Pretty much, we're almost out of our main menu, and we've got a whole tub of Safe Choice maintenance. I already placed the order with our feed supplier, so everything's checked out and good for us to head up and get our grain. But we're gonna do that after we do our morning feeding. We got our tubs, we got our scoop. Let's get scooping. In case you guys are wondering, this is the donkey scoop. All right, grain's in the buckets, hay's in the stalls, and all the manure buckets are out in the aisleways. Because you guys know what day it is. That's right, it's manure day. Now that all that's taken care of, we can go ahead and let in all of our horses. Let's see who's at the gates and who's still eating. Looks like Casino is here waiting for me. And that's it. Only Casino. We made a little bit of a manure path here where it does get a little slippery in his pasture for him to get over to the water bowl, for him to get a drink, and over into his running shed. Stay on the path, Poncho, stay on the path. There you go, buddy. Good morning. There you go. They're pretty smart animals. They know what ground they should walk on and what ground they shouldn't. All right, so that's Poncho. Next up is going to be the middle pasture. And Casino's the only one here waiting for us. The horses are gonna be slow moving today just because of the ice patches. By the way, guys, look at this. Do you know how amazing that is? By the way, I just wanted to say thank you for all the suggestions. There were some suggestions I never would have thought of. For keeping those thawed out, such as using Vaseline and using different types of snaps. I appreciate all your suggestions. Thank you. I think I might try some of those in the future when I know we got a similar storm coming. Alrighty, Casino, you ready to come on in, buddy? I'm gonna open this up so we can walk right on the manure path. There you go, buddy. That's a boy. You can tell that some of them are moving just because they see that I'm here and they see that the gates are open. A couple others are a little stubborn. I may have to yell. I can see that it looks like Rebel is staying eating in the feeder. He has his head in. He might not even know I'm here yet. You can see that the temperature is warmed up enough that Falcon is actually naked. He's pretty good. I said in the previous videos, him and Tucker have a nice thick hide. So when it comes to colder temperatures, 30s and even mid-20s, so long as it's not windy, they're fine. But I will be checking on him once we get him inside the stable just to make sure he's got no shivers. Same with Tucker. Tomorrow was supposed to be in the mid-40s, so we don't want them sweating and then ruining their blankets. Nice of you to join us, Rebel. Come on, boys! I will have to go down there today and put some more muck buckets of manure just to make the path longer. This is only a problem that we have to deal with for now. The next 2 days, it's supposed to be in the mid-40s, which we'll hopefully get rid of this ice. Obi's taking the manure path, but Skywalker didn't really have any issues. There you go. Good job, buddy. Good job. All right, Weather's here. He decided to go up this manure path. Good job, boys. This is awful. This is just absolutely awful. There you go, Archer. There you go. No, you're gonna slip. Stop. 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 Come on. Come on. Come over here. Come over here. That's it. That's it. There you go. There you go. Good deal. Right up the manure. There you go, buddy. Good boy. Good boy. That's it. Lick the lips. Good. You learned it. You learned it. Good boy. Good boy. That was stressful. So watching the horses come in this morning was not only extremely stressful, but it was not okay. I did not like what I was seeing. There was a lot of horses that were slipping and just trying to gain traction, just out in the pasture, just not even coming up the hills, which, to be honest, the hills were good because we had manure on them. So I talked things over with my mom, and we made a game plan for what we're going to do for the horses. The horses are not going to be happy, but we feel that it's in their best interest. Even though they're going to be angry, especially at us, there's going to be some problems if they stay out on the ice. We don't want any horses to go down. Worst case scenario, if someone falls and they do a split, it could potentially rip their muscles in their hind end. Not to mention that a lot of these horses we're taking care of for other people, so their health is extremely important to us. So we're going to have to take their physical health as a priority over their mental health right now. That being said, we're going to do our best to make them comfortable in their stalls, but because of how icy everything is, and it is icy, we're going to be keeping them in for today and tonight and maybe even tomorrow, just until the ice melts down enough that there's enough dirt that is exposed that they're able to get traction without slipping every single time they try to walk. Today just got a lot busier than I was expecting. I was thinking it didn't look good, but I didn't think it was that slippery. But just watching them come in just told me everything that I needed to know. So what's going to be involved in keeping all these horses in for, well, over 24 hours? Well, a lot of work. To start, a lot of them have hay in their stalls, but not all of them have hay in their stalls. They're only kept in for usually an hour or two at the most. So the horses that don't get a lot of hay in the pasture, we give hay in their stalls. So I'm going to have to give every single horse about 3 slices of hay for today. And then tonight, I'm going to have to replenish their hay stock with another 3 slices of hay. So that means all 19 horses will need hay put in their stalls for today and tonight. On top of that, all 19 horses will need water. As I said, horses drink around 8 gallons of water per day. So we're going to give them 5 gallons of water for today and 5 gallons of water for tonight. That should give them enough water to be okay for the next 24 hours to make sure that they have enough to drink. So there are a few horses that really hate staying in, such as Declan here. So we're going to get some things to try to help with their boredom being in the stall. That way they don't take their anger and frustration out not only on their stall but on their owner's tack. For the ones that are troublesome, we're probably going to need to put some tack away. And lastly, and most important, I need to check every single horse just to make sure none of them have any new cuts, bruises, scrapes, heat in their legs. With them slipping, there's a chance that some of them may have fallen. And if that has happened, we need to make sure they're okay. So I need to check all their hooves to make sure there's no heat in their hooves. I need to check their bodies to make sure they have no scrapes on their bodies. And I need to check their blankets to make sure the straps are not broken. On top of all that, I still need to get grain. So let's get started. And sadly, because all of the horses are staying in, yes, that means that Buster and Rocky will have to stay in. So that means that they too will need some fresh hay and some fresh water. What are you backing away from me for? What are you backing away from me for? Huh? Huh? You guys being stubborn today? You guys being stubborn today? Look at those giant ears. Just look at these things. So we're going to clean their stall out, and we're going to get them some fresh hay and fresh water. Okay, their water actually does not look bad. That is clean, there's nothing in it, and it is not frozen. Okay, so they just need hay. I'll change out your water tonight. Okay, well you guys will be easy. Thank you. Look at you guys. Give me a fist bump. Thank you, and thank you. Are you chewing on my hand? Really, Buster? Really? You trying to bite me? You trying to bite me? No. Don't be doing that. I'm going to go take care of the manure for now. So we're going to get all these muck buckets unloaded. That way they're empty for them to be filled, because they will definitely be filled with the horses staying in. And after the muck buckets, then we'll move forward with either hay or water. I'm not sure yet. So when it comes to keeping our horses in, there's really a lot that's involved with it. Oftentimes there's a storm that's coming that we keep the horses in, so we're prepared for it, and we will get the stalls all set up and ready before we let the horses in. But because this was something that was unexpected, and we're simply rolling with the conditions that we have at the stable right now, all the horses are in and we have to get the stalls ready. So going through, I'm going to use the four-wheeler to actually just carry the bales of hay down through the barn, and then I'm going to be breaking off the slices and putting them into the stalls for the horses. And some of the horses already have a lot of hay in, so some will get 2 slices, others will get 3. And once all of the hay is in their stalls, I'll then have to come through and grab the water buckets. Each stall has a water bucket that's inside it, upside down, because that's that horse's specific water bucket. So we're going to be taking all those buckets out of the stalls, and then I have to fill them all up and make sure that every horse has about 5 gallons of water for today. And then tonight I'm going to refill all these buckets with another 5 gallons. So that'll give each horse access to about 10 gallons of water, which should be enough for them while they're in during this period of time. Now tonight when I go through, I'm going to restock their hay, and we'll see how bad the stalls are, but chances are I'm probably going to need to clean all of the stalls, but time will tell. A lot of you have asked if we have heaters inside the barn to warm things up. No, actually we have no heaters or air conditioners in our horse stable. When we keep them in, it's usually because there is precipitation, be it rain, freezing rain, or snow, and or harsh winds with harsh wind chills, such as in the video that I put up, what's involved in keeping our horses in, where we had temperatures that reached negative 30 degrees below zero with wind chill. The horses were more than fine inside the barn. Their blankets kept them warm. The barn kept the wind off of them, so they were extremely comfortable. Okay, so I just about finished up for the morning. All the horses have hay. All the horses have water. They're all content for now. They're a little confused because it's such a nice day out why they're staying in, but they're not banging to get out, which tells me that they're not too upset yet. So let's head up for lunch. I was late for lunch, but I was able to snag an egg sandwich. And my eating partners is my wife and Callie and Lauren.
Hi to a stable life.
Want to say hi, Callie? Say hi.
Hello.
All right, so before I head back, I just wanted to check in. How's things going in here?
It's going. Just putting stuff in bags.
What you working on?
Raisins. Just I have to put them in 1 pound bags.
Oh, okay. And what are you working on, Lauren?
Same thing. Just pumpkin seeds, almonds.
Fun stuff?
Fun stuff.
Fun stuff. All right. You girls don't have too much fun back here.
Oh yeah. I'll try not to.
Oh, some good egg sandwiches. But lunch is now over. I'm back in the horse stable real quick just to check on the horses, make sure that everyone's okay. And then I'm going to be heading out to go get our horse trailer hooked up to our truck and then go up and pick up our grain order. It's a nice sunny day, which is good because it's going to melt that ice off. But I'm really happy we're keeping the horses in because as the ice is melting, that just means that it's going to get extremely slippery, even more so than it was this morning. We're definitely keeping them in today, definitely keeping them in tonight. We'll see how things go. If enough ice has melted today that the ground is showing through, which we can see places where it already is starting to show, but we need to see a lot more of that. Then we may be able to let the horses out, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. For now, let's get some grain. Here you go, puppy, fresh from the pet store. They gave it to you. Here you go. Here you go. There you go, puppy. All right, I finished up with grain and emptied out that pallet and then put away the skid steer loader. I am doing a little bit of cleaning here for the evening, and then all I got to do is basically a repeat of what I did this morning. We're gonna go through, check all the horses, give them their evening feeding, which includes some minerals and vitamins for them, replenish all the hay in all their stalls, and replenish with a fresh bucket of water in all of the stalls, including the miniature donkeys. And I was taking this last load of manure out here for the day, and I decided to stop and take a look and see just how icy the pastures are. And I don't know if you can tell, but I am trying to stand still, and I am just sliding. The whole thing is just a sheet of ice. Definitely made the right choice to not let the horses out today, and I'm more than likely they're gonna be in tomorrow. Here's hoping things melt off enough that they're able to go out. It's gonna be on that note that I'm gonna be ending the video for today, guys. I just wanna finish up and get home because it is 5 p.m. Everybody else is done, and I would like to be home having dinner with my wife. So, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you haven't, don't forget to hit that like button. You guys did awesome in the last video. I super appreciate all the likes. Thanks again for watching, guys. As always, I'll see you in the next one. You gotta reach me. I don't know if I'm that much help.
No.